Five.
The mic is still okay. I took my AirPods off because like they were like chiming in and out.
No, I think your audio is actually really good.
Okay, great. Good.
Tav the Sav in the building.
Hola, hola.
So, okay, so you go by Tav, but you call yourself Tav the Sav. What exactly is savage about you?
I think the most savage thing about me is that I feel all my emotions all the time, which can sometimes be savage in a good way and then also sometimes savage in a really bad way. So I
Mm.
guess I think that way. Like, and I just tell it like it is, very straight to the face. Like, I'm very real. I will answer any question that is asked, but I won't give you information until you like, come talk to me. But
Okay.
yeah.
So for those who don't know, including myself, because I'm aware that you do music, but who is Tav? Like, what exactly is your artistic angle, so to speak?
So I think I've been saying this since I started making music. Again, I mentioned in the beginning, like I feel my emotions all the time, but I think that's like really the only way out of it. Everyone obviously has heard the cheesy saying that says like, the only way out is through, and like I stand by that completely. So in my music, I kind of just I write stuff when I'm super sad or like angry, and I translate it into songs. And I think my main purpose with it is just like to help people feel less alone, like be able to relate to emotions that other people have, but also like actually truly feel their emotions. Because a lot of the time everybody's just kind of, especially in this day and age when everyone's working and hustling, like everyone's just pushing everything down. So I think like I want to promote power and vulnerability, and there's a sense of like you will be more real if you take control of your emotions, and if you're able to cry, and if you don't think crying is a bad thing, or if you don't think like your anger is always a negative thing. So yeah, I think just taking power and vulnerability is like my
Wouldn't
main.
but wouldn't you say like embracing emotions like for women it's not like a bad thing. Like it's more the stigmas around like men being emotional, but like women are never like, oh, like you can't be emotional. You know what I'm saying? Like I
See,
feel
and
like
like yeah, even you saying that, like yeah, there is a stigma around men that men can't be emotional, and I totally agree with that. But I feel like a lot of the women this age too have to. There's this like independent woman like persona that is so encapsulated, and it's like, oh, I don't need a man, I can handle everything on my own. Like that, I respect it and I'm all for that. But I think a lot of the true emotion and the femininity of like really feeling your emotions and working through it in that sense gets lost. So I think that's the main thing, where it's like even girls feel like sometimes they can't. And I make music for everyone, so I'm hoping guys are listening to my music too and like jamming along. But yeah.
okay. Speaking about your music, we're gonna just do this little thing here. Uh
Oh my gosh. Is that
let me Yeah, I want to do a live reaction
okay?
to this
Sick.
with you here because I didn't really finish the entire thing, but I feel like it'd be cool to go through it with you. So this is Tav's. It's your latest song, right?
Yes, this is my newest single. And I'm coming out with more music in a few months, probably in a few weeks. We're close to, but yeah, this is my new single after like almost a 4-year hiatus. So
Okay, let's hear this.
yeah.
You can hear this a lot.
Yeah. I like that it's like beating up a little. Bro, I've had this for fucking ever now.
The shots are crazy.
I know, she's so cool. I love her.
Boy, you selfish. Spend time on yourself. Give me attention. I don't want nothing else.
Oh my goodness.
You my boo. Make me feel new.
Okay, how'd you do that? How'd you do that text message shot? Did you change the name of
So
your director? Is that like your actual man messaging you like for the video? I always wonder about them type of shots.
so it's so funny because like I asked him to do that. I actually asked him to like, hey, I'm gonna call you and text me, da, da. But he was busy and like my best friend was already there. So I thought, you know what, like let me just use her. So we kind of planned, like she was right there. So I changed like her contact name, and then she just kind of texted me, and then like we were just as like Hyra was taking the shot of the phone, like I was just telling her like say this, say that, and then yeah. It's kind of where how it was done. Yeah.
Michael, hello.
I'm dead.
She said, "Hello, where are you? I haven't seen you all day." Michael, hello.
Based
Okay.
off a true story.
Based off Michael actually being your man. I rate that. Okay.
Don't want no diamonds, just put me in the mood. I like it sweet, a little spicy. Okay, I like it kinda icy. Boy, be rude, but
Yo, so are you like a dancer? Like, is that like, do you also dance, or did you like learn how to dance for this video?
No, so I grew up on stage basically, like, so I'm a dancer, singer, actor. I did acting for most of my life. Like, I went to like a drama high school, like an arts high school, so I did drama in high school, and like I've been dancing for a very long time. So I used to do Indian classical, and then I moved into hip hop, and then recently I just started developing a love for like heels dance. But yeah, it wasn't just for the video. I choreographed this dance. Like, so it was kind of,
Okay. Yo, I'm vibing with the track so far. You kind of like, you're like a more, you know who Nora Jones is?
oh my gosh, no way. Of course I know who Nora Jones
Nora
is.
Jones, yo, people sleep on Nora Jones. She had like a little
They
wave.
actually do. They
It
actually
was
do.
so good. You
That's
kind of remind me of like a more like a upbeat, more upbeat Nora Jones, because her stuff is a little more like mellow and stuff, but this is
Yeah.
like
So
has
like
more of a
before
vibe.
releasing music, I like it's so mellowed out, and I've gotten the Nora Jones compliment. Honestly, like I could die. Like every
Mm.
time someone says that, I'm very, very happy. But yeah, the slow music is like super inspirational. I have her music on my phone too, so I always listen to her.
Yeah, I was like the other day I was DJing like this corporate gig, and I was playing a lot of like R&B, and I was like, man, like R&B is so good as a genre because
Yeah.
you can play it at any time, like it's not too vulgar, it's
Yep.
relatable, and I
Mhm.
always felt like there's kind of like a void in R&B now. Like even the new R&B, it's not as like upbeat or like funky, you know what I'm saying? It's a
No,
little more like sad type.
sad. And like
Yeah.
that was the kind of music I was making.
Mhm.
Very sad, but like I'm trying to move out of that phase because I mentioned, like, we've had a conversation before. I really love Arctic Monkeys, and I love like just that kind of soft rock, nostalgic sound. So I want to move into that space for sure. But R&B is good because I also grew up making music, but I'm a brown girl, so I also wanted my parents to be able to like hear my music and
Mm.
like not want to kill me.
Don't bring dishonor. Come on. Don't bring
What?
dishonor. Don't bring dishonor to your family. You know what
Literally,
I'm saying? Yeah. No, I feel you.
literally. So yeah, R&B was always a good one.
Okay, let's continue.
it nicely. I like attention, but no, I don't like asking. I could show you how to do it, but you know that ain't no fun. Down to teach a couple lessons, just gotta wait till I'm done. How you wanna be alone? Need you stuck to me like glue. Got me ringing up your phone. Don't want nobody but you. Boy, you selfish. Spend time on yourself. Give me attention. I don't want nothing else. You my boo.
Yeah, shout out to
Make
the
me
Underground
feel
Dance
new.
Center for
This is the Underground Dance Center.
yeah. This space is beautiful, and they let
Looks,
me like obviously I had to book it out, but like it was gorgeous and in and out, very smooth. But yeah, shout out to them.
it looks pretty above ground to me. I don't know. I see the windows.
It was
Like,
very above ground. It was
see-
actually 3 flights of stairs, no elevator.
okay, yeah, I was gonna say this ain't underground for real, but shout out to them.
Don't want no diamonds, just put me in the mood. I like it sweet, a little spicy. Okay, I like it kinda icy. Boy, be rude, but do it nicely. I like attention, come give it to me nightly. Ooh, la 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 la. Do 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 do. Why don't you stay the night? Come in and
It's
take
actually pretty
my
good. I'm not gonna lie.
mind.
Thank
Nothing will
you.
change this time. You be the wrong, I'll be the right.
I can definitely do
Why
better.
don't you
It was
stay
You think so?
the night?
yeah. I just feel like it was a good way to like re-enter myself into the space though.
Mm.
But
Not
like
Mhm.
production wise, I could go bigger for sure.
Like in terms of like the beats you're using, or
No, like in just music video wise. I love the song. The song is perfect.
Mm,
Just music video wise, like I would obviously work with my director again, Hira, but just like
mm.
my budget was small, so I didn't like really have a lot to work with. But yeah, it's still pretty good.
Shout out to Homesick Entertainment.
Yes,
I'm
shout
a
out to Holi.
subscribe. I'm a subscribe because
Yes.
the
Hey.
quality is really really impressive. And yo, this is a good video. And is
Thank you.
this like your first video, or like you've had other tracks?
So I have another video for
Mhm,
my other single. I had this other single a few years ago, Can't Deny. And it
mhm,
was more like a house techno song. And
mhm,
I did come out with the music video for that, but it's not on YouTube, it's only on Instagram.
mm.
Yeah, but it just didn't, I honestly, looking back, like great video, love that one too, but just didn't align with like me and who I am, I guess, per se. So yeah, this is the first one that I'm like really like 100,000% happy with.
Okay. I wanted to kind of showcase another video here. Let me pull it up. What like female artists are you kind of like aware of in the city that like you kind of like follow?
SZA, number one, top. She's my favorite. It used to
Like
be.
from here, like from
Oh,
Toronto.
from Toronto. Oh my gosh,
Yeah.
from Toronto. Okay, from Toronto. Honestly, there's some good ones, but like I don't know many female ones. I listen to a lot of male artists from Toronto, but I know one, Madara. She's really good.
Oh, big up
Yeah,
Madara.
big up
I interviewed
Madara.
her.
I've heard her music, so and I have some of her songs. Like I have them downloaded, and
Mhm.
like when you download a song, it's actually good. So
Yeah.
yeah.
Now, big up Madara. What I want to do is I want to get your reaction to this song, which is performed by an artist from Toronto.
Okay.
Her name's Sad Boi. You probably have heard.
I think I have heard of Sad Boi.
Yeah, and you've definitely heard this song,
Okay.
but I want to get a little live reaction, a little live commentary from you. All right.
Let's see.
And what I don't like is if the business is true, that you left your mom.
Big up Plus. She got a little plus sample. You know what I'm saying?
I love her.
Somebody goes
So
to
real.
You don't leave your mom nowhere. You have money and you left your mom there. Yo, you're sick to my stomach.
You don't know. Shock when you see me in person. That was asked when I see me.
Okay,
again.
downloading it right now. What is this about? Jeez, that beat. Oh my goodness.
Yo, this song, I can't lie, it bumps. Like I
Thanks.
yo, I gotta put it back. I gotta put it back.
I'm
And-
literally guys. I'm on pause so I can go and download it.
yeah. Yeah, that explains the
It's
black
so
screen to the
good.
two listeners. Yo, if you're tuning in right now, yo, drop a comment in the chat if you've heard this Sad Boy Slide song. You know what I'm saying? Because I do see now I scared the viewers away, which is fine. Okay.
Ah!
I was like, there was two, and then when I shouted them out, they dipped. Okay, I'm gonna play it again.
Left your mom's in the hood. Somebody goes to you don't leave your mom nowhere. You have money and you left your mom there. Yo, you're
Okay, that
sick to my
sample though.
stomach.
You don't know. Shock when you see me in person. That was asked when I see me again. Can't even lie, I'm a sad boy where I be juggling all these men. I touch back down in the T.O. Yes, I bring out all them tens. In the spring, summer, fall, I'ma be showing hella skin. If Jordy or is spinning, then you know I'm gonna skin. If Cash that on the mic, then you know about
That's
to
all it's
go. Females just love to chat when it's screaming for the guys. Tell me where was all that energy when it was time to slide?
Okay, the outfits go hard too.
When it was time to slide.
She has like a sick aesthetic. Like I feel like the
Yeah.
aesthetic with the song it's like a
It's
perfect
so
match.
like it's like rock meets rap.
Yeah.
Like her aesthetic is so like I don't know, like metal
Like
rocker
punk, goth.
vibe punk. Yeah.
Mhm. Are you
love it.
inspired? I could see you. I
I'm
could
a little inspired.
see a little inspiration right now.
The outfits are killing, so I'm definitely inspired.
When I first like started taking in this track, like because the beat is like it's actually like a Brazilian funk beat, so it's kind
Yeah.
of like that pace is like but, and I was like, yo, I gotta make a beat like this because this could be like, this is a sick wave of like kind of rap meets like, I guess
Yeah.
funk. It would bump at a club too, you know?
Yeah, definitely. Oh yeah, this would bump at all the clubs in Toronto. So she, like, how many views does it have? She should have more.
Let's see. So she has 7.6 thousand
Okay, that's
views
pretty good, but
in the last 2 weeks.
she deserves more.
She does deserve more. Let me see where are my comments at. However, what is interesting is she already got like a Drake acknowledgement. So I don't know if she opened up for Drake, but there's a video of her like of Drake like dapping her up. And
Yeah, get
so
it.
she's already like, I feel like she's already on the right path. Like she's been killing it.
Why you be talking shit? Cause I can. Why you be dubbing mans? Cause I can. Why you be looking sexy? Cause I am. Asking all them questions, girl, leave them in on red. Why you be talking shit? Cause I can. Why you be dubbing mans?
Cause I can.
Why you be looking sexy? Cause I can. Asking all them questions, girl, leave them in on red. Jordy, your is spinning, then you know I'm gonna slide. If Cash step on the mic, then you know Bati's gonna fly. See, mans just love to chat.
I love that it's a cool girls vibing.
Where was all that energy?
Yeah, I don't see one dude in the video.
Not one single dude.
When it was time to slide. When it was time to slide. When it was time to slide.
Okay, I
Yo,
love
these
shots.
drone shots are
Like,
crazy.
what? This is so cool.
These drone shots are crazy.
Oh my god, that was insane. The way that oh my god. Like I can't even. That's insane.
My goodness. Nah, these drone shots are wild.
When I first saw it in the beginning, I was like, what the heck? Whoa. Oh my god.
You know what's interesting? I think you know how like Toronto Hoodman videos, it's just all the mandem?
That's what I'm saying. Like even not even just Toronto, like even just recently, remember that guy that came out with the R&B track that come and stop by 8 p.m. and send a text to your DM.
Yeah, I know that song.
Yeah, so that song. So then if you watch the video,
Mm-hmm.
it's just like a whole bunch of hoodmans and he's like, you know, in the front vibing it up. But I like that in her video, it's like all these girls doing the same thing but with no guys. So
yeah, and it's
you know?
because like, you know how sometimes when you see like a girly video, it'll be like girls, but maybe they'll be like twerking or maybe they'll be like doing something girly, but these girls are like smoking bogeys, like, you know what I'm saying, just kind of vibes and like
they're really repping the Toronto girl scene. This is literally how Toronto girls act, all of us.
Okay, so what do you is that how you guys act? You guys all smoke bogeys?
I don't smoke bogeys. But I think
you definitely vape. You give me like, you definitely vape. Like you definitely have a vape that you need the USB-C.
I can't talk about any of this stuff online because I'm a good Indian girl. I'm a good Indian girl. I don't do any of that stuff. That's bad for your health.
Okay. All right, we will leave it at that because I have okay, wait, let me use this one instead. Okay, so this is another female artist from Toronto who she actually has like over like 70,000 followers on Instagram, but she has 1.68 thousand, pretty much 1.7 thousand subscribers on YouTube and only 4,500 views on this in a week though. But I feel like you would vibe with this. You've heard of this girl?
I feel like I've heard. Yeah, I've heard this name before.
Pisceze.
Yeah.
Oh, that's okay. I thought it was Pisceze. You know what I'm saying?
I don't think it's that.
Yeah, I don't think it is either.
I think she was going for Pisces.
Putting us in situations you can't even handle.
Okay.
Think this what you wanted, I call quits, now you wanna settle. What's that about? Said I let you down when you made me wait.
She's from Toronto?
I believe so, yeah.
You wanna stick around.
She definitely in San Fran for this video.
For the video, yeah. I'm just asking.
You fucking with
cool.
my
They were at R&B Beef? What?
mental. Maybe this ain't what you meant for. No, no, no. Why you gotta act like that? You know we can
She sounds like
bounce
Snow
back.
Allegra.
Like who?
Snow Allegra. Do you know who I'm talking
Yeah,
about?
yeah, I know who Snow Allegra.
Yeah.
That's like a throwback.
Really?
Snow Allegra, if it's who I'm thinking about.
I want you around. That one. And she's written so many songs for people. She just started getting famous like a few years ago, but she's been in the game for so long.
Hold up. Okay, yeah, years. Okay, she's been in the game since 2001.
Yeah, which is fucking it's like 19
She's
years. I'm bad
Swedish,
math. No.
Swedish and Persian.
Yes.
Yo, you guys
Very
kind of
cool.
you kind of look like this a little bit.
Oh my gosh. Okay, no. No. Yes, I will take the compliment, but
Okay, wait.
no, she's got lots of work behind
What's
her.
her big song?
I think it's I Want You Around.
Oh, with 6 Lakh.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Or Situationship. Because we got a situationship. Ooh. Think we
Say
got a
word.
situation.
Big up Snow Allegra.
Yeah, she's sick. If you don't know her, you don't know your music.
Shahrazad Fuladi is her govy.
Shehrzad Fuladi.
Yeah.
Nice. That's a cool name. I didn't know that was her name. Whoa.
Why do you think you'll ever use your actual name, or is it always just gonna be like Tav?
No, I don't see why not. I mean, I definitely think it would like make me like more like like I guess different, because like Tav is like not, it doesn't like differentiate me as enough. I wouldn't mind using it. I've just only used Tav because like it's just easier to pronounce, it rolls off the tongue, it's short and sweet, it's one syllable, and I've heard a lot of one syllable people get famous.
That's what I've been trying to do with Czar, but every now and then I feel like, yo, maybe I should just be the govy. You know what I'm saying?
Right?
Like, be my
I agree.
govy.
I was
But,
talking to like a agent once, and then she suggested that Tavish is a cool name. So I was like, okay, cool. But like, I really like Tav, and it's just my brand. Like, it just, I don't know. My real name suits one like aspect of me, but then Tav is like what the brand would be, like a bell, like for the weekend.
I guess, but no one calls him a bell.
A lot of people call him a bell.
People like act. I feel like anyone who calls him a bell or Abel or whatever, it's like you have to know him.
You have to actually know him. Yeah, that's
but
true.
there are people call him that do not know him.
I need to find a better
Gross.
example. Like CeeLo Green.
What is that guy's real name?
Oh my god.
Is that his real name, CeeLo Green? No, Gnarls Barkley.
Gnarls Barkley. Yeah.
Yeah.
Gnarls Barkley is his real name.
That's his real name.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. So what are you feeling about Pisceze?
I like her. I think she has like, I don't know how old she is, but she's a very mature voice.
Yeah.
Which is nice to hear.
Yo, that's a sick nose ring because it has like the evil eye.
The evil eye, yeah.
That is crazy. I feel like with girl artists, like aesthetic. I mean, aesthetic is important for male artists as well, but for women artists, it's like everything. Like I feel like,
because you know how I look at it, it's like when a guy, especially in R&B, like when a guy is doing R&B, like even think about Brent Faiyaz or like even Khalid from a few years ago, like Khalid or whatever. All these artists, like for guys, like you don't need a lot for girls to like go crazy over you. You just need to have a voice, like even if you look ugly, like even Party Next Door, he's not the prettiest guy in the industry, but like girls go crazy for him because he can sing. With girls, guys don't give a fuck if she can sing. Like they care more if she's hot.
So this is Brent Faiyaz. He does have like the whole like he has the neck tats, which
yes,
I feel like you kind of need eventually if you're gonna take that route. Like, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah. And when he started out, he wasn't like the how do I say it? Like the regular pretty boy, like the R&B money turned him into one, but like he just came like as just like a regular dude.
Yeah, this guy just looks like a dude.
A
You know
dude.
what I'm saying?
You don't need to you don't need to look like anything special. Even Slack, like even Black, like Six Black, like he doesn't look like anything special. Bryson Tiller, they all look like whatever because they
What
can
about
sing, so they're famous.
what about Adele? Like when she first came out.
Yeah, so when Adele first came out, I think she's one of the people, like, when I first started making music, Adele and Georgia Smith were like my first inspirations when I first
Like,
started.
look at
Because
this.
like she broke the screen. Like when she came and she's looking like that, especially like no hate. Obviously, I don't come from a space of hate, but
Mhm.
in the industry, especially when she came, it wasn't as common to look like that and become famous.
Bro,
So like
no one out, her and Rebel Wilson were the only two girls that were out here looking like this. You know what I'm
literally,
saying?
so shout out to them because she honestly she broke some boundaries with that. But then again, she also lost weight, so I feel like, and as soon as she lost weight, I feel like she gained a larger male audience, which is it's just so typical. It makes sense. But
It's weird because like I feel like a male fan of like a female artist, like we don't actually think we're gonna sleep with these girls. You know what I'm
definitely
saying?
not.
Like, so I don't know what the like. I guess you just want to be attracted to them, or like you're more willing to give your money to a woman who's attractive, which I 100% agree with. Like, I always fall for that, even like on a day-to-day basis. Like, I'm more
Yeah.
likely to tip a female barista than I am gonna tip a male barista.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
And like I guess in a way it works, but then like I don't know, I just feel as though like Georgia Smith said this once in one of her interviews. She said, when you're pretty, like you kind of get defined by that because you're pretty. And like no people don't really tend to look past that. So even for singers, like there's singers out there who can't sing for shit. Like Selena Gomez.
This is
no offense to
This
Selena.
is kind of I want to highlight this because I remember when Jordan Smith first came in the game, and I like me a thick woman too. So like this is still attractive to me, but
Yeah.
like that's a pretty drastic change. You know what I'm
Yeah, and she
saying?
let herself go, and I feel like, but I think she's happy. I just don't think that, like, again, I think she's already gained a certain level of fame. So I feel like I can't speak for her, but maybe from her perspective, she's not trying to impress anyone anymore. She's not trying. I think that's Photoshop.
Not really. I was gonna say like
She's not like trying to impress anyone. She's also not trying to like fit a mold because she already has her like thing. But yeah, I don't know.
I like
It's
that.
hard.
I like her music though. I think she makes some of the best music.
I
I'm not-
agree. I think she does make some of the best music. But I think, yeah, just for girls, like it's easier. It's the same in the rap business, like
Mm.
people will listen to a female rapper who's gonna shake her booty. They're gonna watch the videos. They're gonna like it's the same concept as opposed to say like Audrey Nuna. I don't know if you know about Audrey Nuna, but she's a rapper from I don't want to say the Bronx, but it's New York, somewhere from New York. And she's
Audrey
amazing.
Nuna?
Yeah, she's even had a Jack Harlow feature. She's really fucking good.
She this Asian girl?
Yeah, she's an Asian girl, but she doesn't like shake her ass and do all that on camera. So obviously goes to show she doesn't have as much popularity. But she's been in the game for a while. She's really good.
Let's see what Audrey Nuna is about.
See? See? That's what I'm saying. That's what I'm saying.
Yo, I did not expect her to sound like that at all.
She pops. And if you listen to the one with Jack Harlow too, that song is crazy too. Like all of her songs are really good. She even switches up her flow from time to time, which is crazy. She can sing too.
Lucky sober body.
Like a goddamn Gatorade commercial, bro. Yo, how did they do that?
Fuck go.
No!
That's crazy.
There's a lot going on in this video. Whoa.
In general, her music is like I'm gonna search up my favorite song by her. She goes hard, like with her beats. She has lots going on in general.
Tell me, I'll pull it up. Tell me.
Yeah, hold on.
Yo, wow.
Comic Sans.
Comic Sans.
Or either you can do either Comic Sans or Damn Right. They're both really good.
Comic Sans.
And just like the beats, it's crazy.
This is the one with Jack Harlow 4 years ago.
Yeah, she screams New York though.
Okay, let's see here. Crazy because I feel like Jack Hart looks mad different in this. Like,
He does. I mean, come on. The money made him look hotter. Like, let's be real here.
is that what it is?
It's definitely like. Do you want like pull up a picture of Jack Harlow before like the facial hair and the hair? Just do that. I like. I'm telling you. Come on. It's just.
Is that fame or is that just?
It's not fame. It's money. And
what
those two don't always go hand in hand. Obviously for him it did, but
you don't think this is crazy.
like, dude, come on. Are you just
this could just be like growing a beard and like puberty, you know what I'm saying? Like
how old is he?
I don't know. I believe he's around my age, which I'm born in
Anyways.
95.
I'm just saying.
He is 26. He's born in 1998.
Okay, he's just a year older than me. Well, I don't know. I'm just saying, like, even the way he used to dress before, like, obviously
It's the overall swagger, right?
Yeah, like when you have money, I think it's just different. Like, I think a lot of people can just pull impossible off with money. And like I've seen it happen. I'm trying to think of another example. But let's keep watching.
Yo, I have to do a music video where I'm getting tatted in the music video.
I think that'd be
such
sick.
a cool vibe.
And she's not just getting tatted, she's getting tatted by her feature artist.
Do you think this is real? You think he's actually tatting? Like,
I think it'd be sick if it was real. Even if it's like just a dot or like a little line.
Like a smiley face.
Yeah. Like, I'd do that.
I'm a little unsteady. I told my grandmama I'll be back in this.
Whoa.
I love your reactions.
She is rapping for real.
She really knows her shit. Like, and that's what I'm saying. You can. She's not over sexualized herself, but she's like breaking ground here. Like, this is some good shit. Obviously, it's not going to get the same numbers that Cardi B or Meg Thee Stallion is going to get. But
I mean, she has
but still, it's pretty good.
2,000 subscribers.
Yeah, she has a good following. She knows her crowd. I don't know if she's signed or anything though.
Bro, this girl said edit and Eddie a little unsteady. Like, bro, who says the dog? This track is a vibe. Like, I feel like even today I could DJ this song.
Yeah, it's so good.
Wow. So is Audrey Nuna someone that you kind of also get a little inspiration or aspirations from?
I think the inspiration from her comes from like lyrics wise. She has a really good flow, but then also is able to change up her flow while keeping a certain rhythm, a rhyming scheme in effect, which is like, what the fuck? It's so crazy. And SZA does the same thing, which is why I love it so much. I think my inspirations have changed from before to now. I think it's more lyric based because some lyricism is insane. And like, I really want to crack that because I know I'm good at writing, but like, this is insane. You know, like some people can just write like crazy.
Do you actively listen to like Bollywood tracks?
Oh yeah. Yeah.
What's your favorite? Yo, I want to show you my favorite Bollywood track.
Okay, let's see it. Let's see if I know it. I probably do know it. That's where I learned basically, like I learned my Hindi from there. Like,
yeah.
From Bollywood movies.
Okay. You can't hear that, right? When I play it?
No, I can't.
Okay. Okay. Ready?
Okay, I'm ready. Oh my god, I just put this on my story yesterday.
God, this is my track, dog.
I literally put this track on my story yesterday. Because it was Holi yesterday.
Dog, this song is too hype, bro.
So you know what they're doing in this, right? They're playing Holi.
So is this okay? I was gonna ask like what the religious. I've seen Holi. I know it has something to do with Diwali, or is that separate?
No, they're separate.
Okay,
They're
but it's
separate.
Hinduism. You know what I'm
Yeah,
saying?
and I
Okay.
think Holi, like, I could be wrong. Don't come at me if I'm wrong. But like I think Holi is a celebration of like a certain like negative emperor holding.
No, we can look it up right now.
Yeah, let's do it. Let's do that. Let's do
Okay.
it.
Yeah, I don't wanna get you, you know what I'm saying, excommunicated from the Indian
And then
community.
people are coming at me.
Okay, so Holi is a popular and significant Hindu festival celebrated as the festival of colors, love, and spring. It celebrates the eternal and divine love of the deities Radha and Krishna. Additionally, the day signifies the triumph of good over evil, as it commemorates the victory of Vishnu as Narasimha over
Hiranyakashipu.
Yep. I was gonna say the exact same thing.
Yeah, I know.
Holi originated and is predominantly celebrated in the Indian subcontinent of India and Nepal, but has also spread to other regions of Asia and parts of the Western world through the Indian diaspora. Okay, so what are your experiences like with Holi?
Oh my gosh. So like I was born in India. I came here when I was like 4 or 5. So I've been back a few times also to visit family because like all of my family is there. Holi in India is insanity. It is like next level. It's so much fun. But I think my specific relation to it is kind of sad because I moved here at a young age. So I never really got to like live the full Holi in effect. Maybe like when I was a kid, but I don't really remember. So I think like for me it's really important because it's just a time to like let loose and play some colors and like, you know, just fuck some shit up. And I make some good food every year when we celebrate. So like that's really important to me to like feed the people I love. So yeah. And
what are
sorry, go ahead.
No, go ahead.
No, you go ahead.
No, I was gonna say, what are some typical like foods that you're gonna have during Holi? Like, does everyone normally eat like there's like a particular dessert or a particular?
So there's a few things that are particular. There's this thing called kujia, which is like a dessert. And it's hard to explain. It's like,
yo, I'm on it.
It's so good. Yeah, just look it up.
Is it kujia that's spelled with a G?
Yeah, GHUJIYA.
Yeah, I believe is this what it is? Hold up. Is that it?
Yep.
So it looks like, is it deep fried or is it more like soft? Or is
it is deep fried.
Okay.
Yeah, it's really good, and inside is like usually like this mixture of like nuts and sugar and just a whole bunch of other shit. But it's really good. So we usually make that, and then I usually make these kebabs that are. Most people don't eat these kebabs, but they're native to my hometown. So they're called galauti kebabs, but it's GALAUTI kebabs. And they're native to my hometown. Like literally I've never been to a place where you can get these kebabs, so I always just make them at home. And they're so good.
Is this made with it's vegetarian?
No, it's usually made with goat. You can make it with beef or you can make it with lamb, but my family likes it with goat.
Okay. Wait, so what part of India are you from?
I'm North Indian, so I'm from Lucknow, which is like a few hours from Delhi, but it's in the north.
Oh, okay.
And like there's a lot of Nawab reign in that city, so like we have a lot of our cultures. That's why my family speaks Urdu, because a lot of our culture is similar to like the culture in Pakistan and just like Muslim culture in general. But yeah,
so you guys are kind of cooler with like the Muslim Indians than like some of the other Muslim Indians.
Yeah, that, but also just like my family in general, we don't care about that stuff. Like I think that's so old dated like thought, but my family doesn't care. I can't speak for others.
Okay, fair. Yeah, I feel like the majority of people, like, we have our own stuff to worry about. As long as I'm cool with you, you're cool with me, we go about our own business.
Literally.
Like, it doesn't really matter.
Why would I be vexed at you, or like not you specifically, but like someone else about something their ancestors did to my ancestors a million freaking years ago. I don't have beef with you. We're good.
I know what you mean. You know what? It's crazy because I've thought about that. Like, because for example, like you see, like Black Americans and white Americans are generally like they get along,
Yeah.
even though like there was brutal history.
Yeah.
And I would like make this joke that like, bro, if I was Black, like I'd snuff every single white person just for the past. You know what I'm saying? Like, I feel like it would like, even though it doesn't change anything, it's kind of like a little bit of it's like it's pseudo justice, I guess. I don't think there'll ever be some type of justice that'll like be able to reflect how brutal all that stuff was.
Yeah.
But you're right. I do think like forgiveness is like from an energy perspective and like a mental, psychological mind perspective is better than holding on to a grudge or getting
Yeah, like
angry, you know?
there's an extent to it, of course. Like there's an extent to the forgiveness as well. Like obviously the reason why a lot of us are so like affected by racism and all of this random like hateful stuff going on is because like it's right in our face, and media has made it so much easier for us to hate on each other. So I think like if you put all that aside, just if there wasn't a world of media affecting your opinion and your like, you know, your outlook on things, what would your outlook on things be? So I always step back away from media and I always ask myself that question, like what is actually my opinion on this, not something that's like been, you know, affected by comments that I've seen on Instagram or comments that I see on videos. Like, what is my opinion? And my opinion is that like as long as you're nice to me, I'll be nice to you. And I think obviously racism is such a big issue, but I think it is an issue because we make it more of an issue, if you get what I'm saying.
Yeah.
No, and I don't mean to sound tone deaf.
No. I know what you mean. I mean, it is a reality for a lot of people, but I think
exactly
we're also like, we fixate on it. And you know, it's interesting because that's really like a peculiar thing. I think it's very unique to like the West, because in a lot of other countries, like if say like, you know, in America, if someone's like, where are you from? And you're Black, you can be like, oh, I'm Black from like Memphis or whatever. But they're like, if you go to France or in Europe or something and they ask you where you're from, they expect you to say America. You know what I'm saying? Like they don't really see it as like race per se.
Like over here, I think it's so my favorite thing to do is read comments, because like so many different type of people comment on things from all over the world, and literally every time there's a post made about something or along the lines of racism or something that could have possibly offended someone, I see so many European people and even just from like the east side of the world comment, and they're like, why is this even an issue? Like this is only an issue in North America. Like this is not an issue on our side of the world. And I feel like America is the big culprit, but obviously like Canada is a mirror to the US. So unfortunately, whatever happens there happens here. And yeah.
Do y'all is caste like still a thing in India?
Really? I think in India it is. I don't think it's like, I mean, India's huge. I think we surpassed China's population. So there's definitely areas and like places in the country where caste is definitely a thing.
So I have a question, like how would, so does caste only apply to like those who are from India? Like how does the caste system view like foreigners, for example?
Oh no, it's nothing like that. So it's literally just like people from India. Like I'm in a like, you know, like I am in a biracial relationship, so I would not apply, even if I was to apply a caste system, it would not be applied to my partner because he's not Indian. You know what I mean?
Interesting. How I know a lot of Indians do end up mixing, and a lot of them are cool with it. A lot of people aren't cool with it. Like, how does your family view that?
Oh my god, my family loves my boyfriend. They don't care. And also I think it just comes from like my parents in general are just very cool, and like I'm blessed to have people like have brown parents in my life who have been supportive, because I know a lot of brown people do go through that with their parents, where like, you know, there's not a lot of support given, even whether it's in like their love life or their future or like whatever they want to pursue. So thankfully in that area, My parents are great. They are just like, as long as I'm happy, they're happy. But I don't think it's been a problem. Like, honestly, I think if there was to be a problem with like biracial, not in my family, but like biracial relationships, I think Indians have a problem with like their kids getting married to Black people, which doesn't make sense to me because like their cultures are so similar. But yeah.
Yeah, I think Black and Muslim are like that's their top two.
Oh
Like,
yeah, I think
and
so.
if you're a Black Muslim, oh my God, that's like
That's like,
that's like his worst nightmare. Like, you're trying to kill me, like
you're trying to piss your parents off at that point. Like, there's 7 billion people in the world.
Oh my God. But yo, I thought you know how Akon did that song, Chamak Chalo?
Yeah,
I thought
banger.
that would have fixed racism in India. You know what I'm
Honestly,
saying?
I feel like it did a lot of it.
It did?
I don't think there's racism. Like, I think even when like a Black person or a white person visits India, like I
Mhm.
think Indians are like, oh my gosh, there's a foreigner coming to our land. Holy
Mhm.
shit.
Mhm.
Right? So I don't really know why the racism exists because when like if someone was like my boyfriend was to arrive to India, they'd be like, oh my God, a white person.
Mhm.
You know? So like I just don't understand it. But anyways.
I think a lot of racism ultimately stems from this type of protection of our women. A lot of people don't
guess
want,
that's true.
you know what I'm saying? Like they don't want another nation. Yo, you hear still? Okay, okay.
Yeah, I'm still here.
They don't want people from another nation like infiltrating the gene pool,
Yeah.
smashing their daughters or their sisters. Like they
Which
want
is
to keep
so
it homogenous.
but think about it, which is so crazy because like we're not like what you even if you're I'm 100% Indian, but even I'm not 100% Indian. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like to this day, people preaching that they want to keep their gene pool and like they want to keep it all in the culture and in the religion and like all of that. It doesn't make sense because even they are not fully what they think they are.
Yeah, but a lot of that, like let's say like the colonization mixing, a lot of
Yeah.
that was not by choice.
Yeah,
Like,
of course. Of course.
but like even I think every culture ultimately like the traditional people prefer you to keep it in their culture, not just because of like some bloodline thing, but like language, customs, like things that like you're just gonna get because you guys are from the same ends, you know?
And I agree, like my sister, she's in a relationship with someone who's also Indian. And
North Indian?
yeah, North Indian. They're from the same city. Yeah.
Gee.
Yeah.
What is it? Lekki? What is it called?
Lucknow. Hey,
Ai.
gang.
That's the L.
So
That's
yeah.
the L for Lucknow.
And like I get it. I do get it. There are some times where I wish I could communicate in Hindi with like, my boyfriend who doesn't speak the language. And there are some times when I wish I could share certain jokes. There's certain things that I can only say in Hindi that would be funny, and then translating it just kind of ruins the joke. And then so yeah, there's certain moments where I'm like, you know what? Yeah, I kind of sometimes wish that you were just like Indian, but it's not a deal breaker. It's not the end of the world, but
And I'm sure that like there are probably moments where he showcases where he's from or like the differences.
yeah, oh my
are, like,
gosh.
wow, like
Yeah.
I would never have experienced this if I was dating someone that was just Indian
I'm
or
literally
whatever,
wearing an evil eye right now because he's Greek. Like
Oh, he's Greek.
he's Cypriot. So like,
Oh, okay. Oh, he's Cypriot.
yeah.
Okay. But not he's Greek Cypriot.
Yeah, Greek Cypriot.
Okay. Yeah,
Where are you from?
Take a guess.
Oh my
Chat.
gosh, don't
Drop
make
your
me do
guesses.
that. Don't shawarma. Wait, shawarma.
Young shawarma.
Middle Eastern.
Yeah, I am Middle
I'm
Eastern.
gonna play it safe and say that.
That's like me being like brown.
me being South Asian.
I think somewhere around South Asia, I want to say.
I really don't want to offend you.
Nothing would offend me. Nothing.
I don't know, like Afghanistan.
Close. You're not that far off, but you're a little too.
I don't know geography, so like I don't know where it is.
I'm mixed. So like my dad is from Syria, so he's Arab.
Oh, cool. Okay, got it.
And then my mom's Turkish. She's from Turkey.
Cool. Okay, Turkey.
Yeah.
My parents went to Turkey a few years ago.
Everyone loves Turkey.
Everyone loves Turkey.
Yo, real talk. Like people be hitting me like, yo, I watch Turkish TV shows. I do this. Yo, I got my hair done in Turkey. Yo, I got my nose job in Turkey. Yo, I got a BBL in Turkey. I'm like, yo, like, all right, like.
And I want to go there because I've heard there's this like river or lake where there's Turkey one side and then another country another side.
They have a lot of shared island
Shared
borders
borders, right?
with Greece,
Yeah.
where
And
it's
there was
like
like a
literally a
whole
boat ride
thing
there.
with
Yeah,
between them.
yeah, Greek people. I mean, I'd say like old traditional Greeks, old traditional Turks. There's like a rivalry,
Yeah, but that's
you
also
know.
like old traditional Pakistani people and old traditional
Yeah.
Indian people. It's the same thing.
Yeah, and a lot of it is like identity politics, like we're Muslim, you're
Yeah,
Orthodox, or like and but the food is so similar, our cultures, the music, it's so similar.
it's so
Like
similar.
I feel like I love Greek culture. Like, do I think Turkish food is better? Yeah, you know what I'm saying? But but I still respect the Greek contributions to the new world, especially because I studied philosophy in uni. So like most of the philosophers were Greek, you know what I'm
Yeah.
saying? Then I'm Catholic, like the New Testament Bible is in Greek, you know what I'm saying? And
Yeah, okay, true. I didn't even know that. That's crazy. Wow.
there's so many words in English that are derived from
Are derived
Greek.
from Greek, yeah.
Like, do you know how you know the word Riz, like when you hear Riz as a slang?
Yeah, yeah.
So do you know what that's short for?
No.
So it's short for charisma, right?
Oh, okay.
So actually, let me pull this up here.
Charisma, I like that.
Let me get rid of this
The kebabs.
galuti kebab. Okay, so charisma. So it's a Greek term. It's root charis. Okay, wait. There's a better. The Greek word means favor or gift. So it comes from the word charistai, to favor. So it's literally like a gift that was like given to you by God, like your own charisma, your own like sauce. You know what I'm saying?
Ooh, okay.
And there's so many words in Greek
Oh
that
my god,
like,
I really like that.
yeah, like even it's interesting. Like there's a word. There's this thing in the Bible where they talk about like sexual immorality, and the word they use in the Greek is like porneia, like where we get the word porn. You know what I'm saying?
Oh,
Like,
okay, wow.
so there's, man, the Greek language, especially ancient Greek, it's super
Yeah, so like
interesting.
growing up a theater kid, I always really resonated with like Greeks
Mhm.
because of Greek tragedies, and just like theater is so revolved around like all those like the the ancient myths that are not actually myths. You know, when you like talk to a Greek person, they'll be like, oh, that's not a myth, it actually happened. So yeah, I think like, yeah, I also love that culture too. So I think
Mhm.
it all goes hand in hand. They also have lots of like similarities with the Indian culture,
Mhm.
but then again, like Muslim culture, Hindu culture, and like all these cultures, I feel like have lots of similarities. So
Mhm.
there are like things that are interchangeable, and like I love them all.
100%. Yeah.
I love me some hummus.
You like some hummus?
Yeah.
Hummus.
I tried this place. They had it was like a black truffle hummus. It was so good.
I don't know. I don't know if I like that. I don't know if
I didn't think I would like it either, but it was actually very tasty.
I just feel like, and you know what? I told myself I was never going to talk about this on camera, but I'm going to talk about it, all right? The issue, yo, you still here? Okay.
Yeah, sorry.
You know how like certain foods, you kind of like the original is the best, you know what I'm saying? Let's say.
Yeah.
Right? I've been seeing
I
too
get what
much
you're saying.
innovations with a lot of these foods, and I'm not going to lie, okay? And I don't want no one to take this the wrong way. I don't want you to take this the wrong way because you're from India, all right? But I've
Okay.
been seeing too many pizza spots run by Indians having tandoori chicken pizza, bro. Like, yo, what if Italians were doing Indian restaurants? Like, yo, like, how come no one's saying anything about this?
First of all, I'm not offended. Because I literally see the butter chicken pizza thing all the time. I see butter chicken pizza.
How is that allowed, bro? Like, yo,
but
you
then
should
I also see restaurants that like New York Poutine does butter chicken poutine. Okay, so I'm fine. I'm fine with all that because at the end of the day, they steal our stuff too. So we can steal some of their stuff and add our flavor to it.
Okay, but what if you walked into an Indian restaurant and it was all white people there?
That's happened.
Where?
Have you been to Stouffville? Have you ever been to Unionville? Have you ever been to Unionville or Stouffville?
I've been to both those places, but I've never been there for like
For
more
an
than I have
Indian,
to be.
yeah, because you
I
don't go
never
there for
went.
Indian food.
So you're telling me it's Indian? There's white people running these Indian spots?
It's similar to, okay, I worked at this Mexican restaurant when I was 15, and the guy who ran it was Israeli. Mic drop. Where'd you go?
That shouldn't be allowed, dog. Nah, that shouldn't be allowed, bro.
It happens. It's so common.
Bro, who's giving out these licenses?
It's so common. It's so common. Like, and it's also because Toronto's such a mixed bag of cultures and ethnicities. And also, somebody's opening a Mexican restaurant. What the person who's selling the building is gonna ask them, "Oh, are you Mexican?" Just want to make sure before you open a Mexican restaurant. Like, obviously, that's not gonna. It's not gonna go like that.
But yo, like, okay. It's kind of hard because, like, okay, like I enjoy cultures that aren't mine. You know what I'm saying?
I
So,
agree. I agree.
you know, to an extent, someone could even say I appropriate certain cultures because I adopt it into my life. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Like I listen to hip hop. I'm not black. You know what I'm saying? But
I don't
whatever.
think
I've
that's- I don't think that's
I've even made hip hop music and I'm not black. You know what I'm saying? So someone who's saying like if could counter my argument by being like, oh, well, you're saying like Indians shouldn't be making pizza, but like you're making hip hop music, and you know what I'm saying? Like it's kind of tricky though, because it's like, yo, like I don't know, man. Wouldn't you be cheese like if you're like, yo, let's go get some Indian food, and you see, and it's just like all like white or all Chinese or all black, and it's like, yo, you would feel better if it was like you seen a bunch of Indians. You know what I'm saying?
Okay, so like I went to school for in Montreal for a year.
Mm-hmm.
And over there's like I was predominantly surrounded by Caucasian people, so white people, and a lot of them were vegan. And okay, sorry,
those are the worst type of white people. I'm gonna tell you that. Okay.
No, all love, no hate. Like, do you?
No, I'm saying that she didn't say that. I'm telling you right now.
But a lot of them were vegan, and then like they'd go to these places and they'd make recipes that were like Indian, right? And they'd be like, "Hey, look what I'm eating," or like there was this like program that went on for like students who couldn't really afford too much food. So they'd give like the program at $2 and they'd give you vegan food, and it was literally like rice and lentils. And I'm out here thinking like, yo, all of these white people are out here fucking profiting off of dal chawal. Like, get out of here. Like, I was just in shock. I was like, and they're literally saying like, there's not a sign, because that's my culture, you know, like, and back then I was younger, like I cared more. So it's like, oh my God, like that's my culture. Like, why is nobody at least advertising like that there's Indian food being sold, you know, like at least say something like where it's from, because if it was, suppose if it was like jerk chicken being sold, that would be, you know, that would be advertised like, oh, you know, prideful, you know, where this is from. But like I feel like India just goes unnoticed. So I don't know. I just feel like it's a lot like that, where I experienced a lot of that, and I have experienced a lot of it, and I left Montreal for a reason. And I came back here. So.
Oh man, do you speak French?
I don't. I can understand it.
Okay.
I can.
Yeah, I don't know. I feel like the argument I brought up, like, I don't think it'll ever stop. And I'm not gonna lie, I've had like really good pizza made by non-Italians.
I can make really good pizza.
Sure,
my point is, I can also make really good pasta. Okay, like, hey, I'm Indian, but I think I make pasta better than I make some Indian dishes.
Okay, I understand.
And it's also predominantly where someone grows up. That Israeli person who opened up a Mexican restaurant could have grew up in Mexico, for all we fucking know.
That's fine. That's fine. Because
right?
You know what I'm saying? If you have experience in that culture, you don't necessarily have to like have that ethnicity. But like,
I don't have experience in Italian culture, but I know I make some bussin' pasta.
That's fair. And you know what? I believe you. You know what I'm saying? I also make good pasta's not the hardest. Let's be honest.
Okay,
you know
lasagna.
Lasagna is amazing. It has to be done right, though. I don't know.
My lasagna is amazing. So I'm just saying. I feel like cultures, again, it's a thing where it's like cultural appropriation is one thing, and then there's just another thing of like just cultures melting together and just taking inspiration and just coexisting. And I think that's okay to just
I think it's a
coexist.
beautiful thing. I think it's a
Yeah.
beautiful thing to share ideas, share recipes, share spices. You know what I'm saying? Like
There's
that's
a place downtown for anyone who lives downtown or like wants to just have a day out in Kensington one day. There's a Jamaican pasta place, and it's
rasta
called
pasta.
Rasta Pasta.
Mm-hmm.
One of the best freaking pasta spots in the game.
Mm-hmm.
Half, like, obviously half Jamaican, half Italian owned, but like it's sick. All the cultures melting together. So I think I'm a promoter of that, and
Mm-hmm.
yeah.
I'm into fusion. You know what I'm saying? I'm into the fusion of cuisines.
I get where you're coming from, though. I definitely.
Sometimes when I want pizza, I want to go to a spot and you see like some Italian Nuna in the
Yeah,
back.
it's like-
You know what I'm saying? Like I don't want to see Garpreet. Like bro, like man's making my pizza. He doesn't.
Yeah,
you
it's
know
like
what I'm saying? Like
it's like on TikTok when you see Gordon Ramsay making butter chicken or tandoori chicken, and you're like, Gordon Ramsay, we love you, but dude, stop.
like let's be honest. Like everyone, like any culture, like I'm okay. For example, maybe I can make like really good tandoori or whatever, but
Yeah.
the best tandoori I'm gonna get is gonna be from someone who's from those ends that originated tandoori. You know, same
I
with
agree.
pizza, same way.
I agree.
You know, like any of these foods. Obviously, like anyone can make anything well, but like sometimes, like I just want to have that authentic like food experience where it's like, okay, I'm getting sushi. It's gonna be at a Japanese spot. You know, most of these sushi spots in the city are run by Chinese people, eh?
Yeah, or Chinese. Yeah, Chinese people.
They're all Chinese. Like the all-you-can-eat spots, they're mostly Chinese, but like most people can't tell the difference. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, no, it's true. I agree. It's also the thing with like, not to get super nitpicky, but a lot of Indian restaurants are Punjabi owned. Even Mississauga and Brampton. I'm not Punjabi, so it's like where I'm from, we make our food a little slightly different than like Punjabi people, and there's nothing wrong with the way they make their food. It's just like everywhere, the only thing that's ever represented is Punjabi. You know?
They run shit now, bro.
They run shit, which is fine. Like, run the shit. That's all good. At least we're getting some sort of representation. But I get I get what you mean. Like, you want to walk in and like feel like you're actually being transported to the actual place.
Yeah, like, oh, let's go grab pizza. Okay. Oh, there's a pizza shop right there. Boom, Italian. Oh, wow. You know, but
we're also pizza's so different because you're not gonna go to just a regular pizza spot and have it be owned by an Italian person. Like, you're not just gonna go to any Pizza Depot or Pizza Villa or fucking whatever, like pizza and have
Regino's. Yo, but that would be the dream world that I want to live in.
Yeah, but we don't live in that world. We live in a multicultural place where business is acquired when it can be. That's why there's so many.
Look, it's capitalism at the end of the day.
Exactly.
Capitalism doesn't care about feelings, whatever. But my whole point is, yo, if I go to a Punjabi restaurant, I want it to be run by Punjabis. If I go to a North Indian restaurant, I want that to be run by North Indians. If I go to a Latino restaurant, I want it to be run by Latinos. You know what I'm saying? And I feel like it's not, if someone is not from those original cultures and is making that food, okay, cool. Maybe it'll even taste good. I'm not against that, you know, because everyone has that freedom, you know what I'm saying? But it does cheese me a little bit, like, because I'm like, dang, like, I wanted, like, you know.
It's just not ideal. That is the ideal, but it's not, like, it would never happen in a place like Canada. There's just so many people floating around, like so many types of people floating around, you know?
Yeah, and people want to make money. Like, I'm not gonna lie, like, I'm not like, you see my nickname, Young Shawarma. Like, shawarma has a special place in my heart. Bro, Indians run that shit too now, broski. And it's like, damn, like, you know, like I want like I want like an Arab dude to serve me my shawarma, not because like
go to Montreal.
Yeah, I heard Montreal's shawarma. Ottawa and Montreal apparently have bare like good shawarma spots.
The best shawarma ever, hands down. Their shawarma is better than the poutine.
Big up my friend Produced by June, you know what I'm saying, in the chat, first and only, you know what I'm saying. Big
First
him
and
up.
only,
First
a.
and only. Yo, if you need beats, this guy makes sick beats, Tav.
Okay, nice. I will hit you up. Powered by June.
Yes. Yo, there was two more questions I wanted to ask you before like I let you go, because I feel like
Perfect.
we're gonna get some good clips out of this, and it's already uploaded to YouTube like as soon as I end the stream, which is
Amazing.
pretty cool. It saves me like 12 hours of
You
editing.
really did not give me any time to fix
Nope.
myself up, but I'm gonna let that one slide this time.
There'll be opportunities, but I needed someone to go on live because I tried to do it by myself and it was mad sus.
Failing.
Yeah.
It's fine.
Okay, so you had that notes screenshot that you sent me of your like podcast idea.
Yeah. Oh my
And there were
gosh,
some
yeah.
topics,
So long ago.
and one of them you said was polyamorous relationships.
Yeah.
Was that like a thing for you back in the day?
No. I was so intrigued by the concept because when I was growing up, like I think I was like 17, 18, 19, that started becoming more of a thing. Like people became quote unquote more woke and polyamorism became more common. And I guess when I made that note, I was just so curious as to like how people do that. Because like that's such a random strange concept to me. No hate at all. Again, no hate. But
this is the only type of polyamory I'd be cool with.
Sister, why that fucking bed?
This is me in the middle. Yeah, this is to me the only acceptable type. Everything else is weird.
Because like even Willow Smith, like she's someone that I grew up kind of not watching, but like was similar to my age and was famous. And like I feel like a lot of people my age, my generation is very like experimental, and polyamorism is so common, and I'm just like so shocked by that because it's like, why? Like why? Like how is that a concept? I don't know.
Produced by June says I think it's just a bit of brain damage.
Okay. Damn, going in hard.
Man is calling
Savage.
out every and anyone in a polyamorous relationship. That's produced by June. You can find him on Instagram at Rude.
I'm dead.
Nah, but I do think polyamorous relationships when it's like it just shows like a lack of commitment, I think, because I think the whole point of like a monogamous relationship is you're sacrificing for your partner. You know what I'm saying? You're sacrificing elements of your freedom, like for example the freedom to be with who you want or be with anyone you want or whatever, like, or being loyal. You're sacrificing those things to like foster something better. You know what I'm saying?
The way that I look at it is that like polyamorism, so when in any given relationship, one person is not going to give you everything that you everything that you need. It's not going to happen. So in my eyes, polyamorous relationships baseline is like when you don't get something from one person, you can then turn to the other person and then get that need. And then that's turning the the way a relationship works into kind of like they're making their own rules, which is fine. Like my generation does that a lot. We make our own rules, like whatever. But I just think it's a cop-out because then it's like in order to avoid all the hard stuff, you just have another person, like if you're not on the same page with this person, you're just going to go ahead and talk to that person, and then you'll be on the same page with them. It's a cop-out. It's like, it's not being in a relationship is a challenge. It's not easy. And I think like, it's not fair to be like, you're not doing it for me in this moment. I'm going to turn to the other person. Like, what?
That's a diss. And
like, that's
is right.
Diss,
And social media did make it more acceptable. They even kind of glamorized it a little bit. But what I will say about polyamory is I think it kind of misses the point of, because I think a lot of people think that marriage or getting into relationships is about just happiness. You know what I'm
Which
saying?
is
Like straight
so
happiness.
not
That's not what it's
the
about.
case.
You know what I'm saying? Actually, you might be miserable a lot of times. You know what I'm saying? Like
Wait.
it's kind of, yeah. Like, yo, I've been in long-term relationships. Trust me, like there have been times where it's like, bro, like I'm like, yo, is this like why am I'm not even happy in this second. But if you think like that, it's like, oh, it's always about being happy every second, then you're gonna live like a hedonistic life. Like that's
Yeah.
literally how you develop like drug addiction, or that's literally where you
Yeah.
develop things where it's like, oh, I have to be happy. I have to be happy. It's not about being happy. Like I think it's about being like one, like complete with someone. I do think there are things that, you know, the opposite sex can provide us that we will not have on our own. You know what I'm saying? Male for
Yeah.
female or female for male. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Or even just like any person can give you that, the rest of you, in a sense, you know what I'm saying? But what I would say is I think that it's also about like building for the future, because marriage is ultimately like to create more family and more population for later, and it's you're
Yeah.
creating an environment to have
Yeah.
a family and build a community. Like
Marriage is like the root for procreation. Like that's what it's there for.
literally, it's there to control, like, because one, like humans are sexual creatures, like we all know that. So I think the reason why every culture advocates for marriage is because it's like a way to control and point our sexual desires in a direction that is going to serve your people, serve your community, lead to like continuous like repopulation.
But
You
then
know
I
what I'm
also
saying?
feel like the polyamorism thing, it's like how well do you really know yourself if you're not able to settle in with one person? Do you know what I mean?
Yeah. So you think you should be sure of monogamy? Like you should, like, if you really love someone, you'll only want them type?
I okay, so like there's yes and no, because there are 7 billion people in this world and there's lots of attractive people on this planet. So it's not like once someone gets into a relationship, you know, that's tunnel vision. A lot of the time it is tunnel vision for a lot of people, but like we can't discard the fact that there's so many attractive people in this world. And then if I see someone attractive, I'm gonna find them attractive, and like that's a human reaction, right? But I feel like, yeah, when you love someone, they deserve your loyalty, and they deserve you wanting only them, you know? Like, why would you not want to make the person you love feel that way? That just like, is that not the point of love? Like, what?
I think a great way to kind of segue this is that polyamory is, like your latest song, selfish.
Selfish. Don't be selfish, guys.
Could show you how to do it, but you know that ain't no fun.
Gee, the song's actually so good.
Thank you.
Wanna be alone.
I'm like sick and tired of it though, because I've heard it for
Ringing up your phone, don't want nobody.
How involved are you in like the editing and like post production? Do you kind of just like give her like free reign creatively?
I did give her free reign. She's the reason I work with her is because I don't really need to say much to her, and she kind of captures the vision. But we did go back and forth a little bit on this one, just in terms of what shot goes in which, like what shot is placed where in terms of what lyric. But other than that, like we didn't like, she gave me 2 revisions or 3 revisions, I can't remember, and then we just kind of, yeah, she's just good at what she does. I think the main thing is lighting, and also the camera you're using is very important. There's a good camera, and her vision is really good. So, and the reason I knew like I wanted to work with her is because I've done video work with her before, never given her any instruction, nothing, not even like a song that I like. She just made it, and everything was exactly how I liked it. So
Nah, she killed it.
hit her up, guys. Hit her up for a music video. She's amazing. Amazing.
And honestly, your song was really good. Do you have any like more songs that you're kind of like working on?
So I'm gonna be back in the studio probably next week, and I'm coming out with another single next month. Just kind of slowly getting back into it, because also like struggling artist, starving artist over here. So I don't actually make any money from this.
Yeah,
Like, so yeah, it's just it's a slow process, but for me it's like as long as I'm just like in it. But yeah, more coming out soon. And
Okay.
yeah, I'm working with a team to help develop visuals and like just kind of brand better, and it'll be good.
All right. Well, Tav the Sav, I appreciate you, coming through on such short notice. And I know
Of
we'll
course.
we'll, we'll film a proper pod
Definitely.
when we can, arrive at a good date, agreed upon date.
Yeah.
But yeah, I appreciate you coming through. You'll be seeing some clips of this, and
I'm
yes,
excited.
yeah, it's gonna be jokes. It's gonna be
I'm
jokes.
excited. I'm so excited. Okay, cool.
All right, yo. Well,
It was so nice
thanks for tuning
talking
in.
to you. Thank you for having
Yes,
me.
yes,
I
nice
will talk
meeting
to you
you.
soon.
Okay, bye.
Take care. Bye.
Yes, sir. We are still at it. Big up produced by June. That is my dog. You know what I'm saying? You see the camera as the webcam. Yo, the setup is decent, bro. I'm not gonna lie. I might have to spend money on StreamYard so I can get this thing removed. But yeah, man, thank you. That was Tav, Tav the Sav, Vichy, you know what I'm saying? I think I might have butchered her actual name. But yeah, man, make sure you guys check out Tav. Her description is in the bio, you know what I'm saying? And yeah, man, thank you for tuning into the Borough Sound first live stream ever. So hopefully more to come. Until next time.